One.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's your lovely host here. It is Rai, and I'm back with my co-host Michael. Okay, everyone, tell everyone how you did first, and I'll tell everyone how I did.
Last week was a rough week for me. I was 7-8, which brings my total to. Wait, I don't know if that total is actually accurate or not. What was my total going into last week? Sorry, because my thing did not save, so it's going to be a little different. I'm going to manually do it. And last week I was a 7-8, so my total going in was. So I'm 28-19 is my total record. The games I got wrong was I had the Bears and Atlanta game wrong. I had Minnesota and Tennessee wrong. I had Cincinnati and Philadelphia as a push, so that don't count. I had Houston and Pittsburgh wrong. I had the Chargers and Carolina wrong. I had Detroit and Arizona wrong, Seattle and Dallas wrong, New Orleans and Green Bay wrong, and Baltimore and Kansas City wrong.
Wow. For me, I had Minnesota wrong. I had Carolina wrong, Detroit, and Green Bay wrong. And of course, the tie messed me up. And you two, I hate that, NFL needs to fix that stuff, Michael?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole tie situation either. I agree.
And of course, Monday Night Football, I picked the Baltimore. I don't know why they had a horrible game. Hopefully they can bounce back,
Oh, they looked really, really bad. They just something about the Chiefs. That's Baltimore's kryptonite. I don't know why they struggle with them.
Yep. Okay, now tonight for Thursday Night Football. Oh shoot! Hold on. I think my internet went down. Yep, hold on, let me fix it. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, we're back tonight for Thursday Night Football. Take it away, Michael.
We got the Denver Broncos, which why is it not showing their win-loss records? It usually does, don't it? Well, the Denver Broncos going to the New York Jets, and this one I picked the Denver Broncos. Oh, it does show the record. Denver's 0-3 and the Jets are 0-3. Who are you picking in this one?
I'm picking Denver. Both teams are horrible, especially the Jets. Jets might be the worst team in the NFL right now. You agree or disagree?
I agree. I believe 100% that the Jaguars would beat the Jets. And Denver's quarterback got hurt, so I give them the benefit of the doubt. And Von Miller got hurt before the season, but I still think the Broncos are better than the Jets. So I agree.
I agree.
Our next game, we got the 2-1 Indianapolis Colts going to the Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears 3-0. Who are you picking in this one?
I'm picking the Bears, the comeback Bears so far, huh? Wow. Back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Bears as well in this one. I should probably pick the Colts to help the Bears win for your sake, because every time I pick against the Bears, they win. So I'm going to say the Bears win this one. Should be a pretty good game. Our next game,
I agree.
We got the Jacksonville Jaguars with a record of 1-2 going to the 0-2 Cincinnati Bengals. Who are you picking? Oh, 0-2-1 Cincinnati Bengals. They had the tie with Philadelphia last week. And this
awful. I know Bengals are favorite, but I'm picking Bengals anyway. But they need to win anyway. They're not gonna make the playoffs anyway. I know they won't.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to pick Cincinnati, and Joe Burrow gets his first win for the Bengals.
Yep.
Our next game, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Browns with a record of 2-1 going to Dallas, who has a record of 1-2. Dallas has played much better teams to start the season. I'm picking Cleveland in the upset. I just don't think the Dallas' defense is very good.
I agree, but I'm going with Dallas.
All right. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints with a record of 1-2 going to Detroit, who has a record of 1-2. In this one, I picked Detroit. I think they get a bounce back win this week.
I'm going with the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did I say Detroit? I meant to say Saints. My bad. The Saints get the win this week, not Detroit. But Detroit did get their first win last week against Arizona. All right, Our next game, we got the 3-0 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 3-0 Tennessee Titans. This game's been postponed. So our
Yep.
next with the whole COVID stuff, so they announced today it will not happen week 4. So they was talking about
So
doing
we,
it.
so we don't have to pick, right?
No, I picked Tennessee just for the hell of it, even though
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, I picked Pittsburgh. So, do you know when is this game going to take place? Later on in the year?
They said, yeah, because originally they was going to try to do it on Monday night or Tuesday night, but they said it's just not going to happen this week. Week 4, it'll be later on in the season. So I'd assume they'll both lose their bye weeks and they'll do it then. But our next game, we got the 1-2. Wait, let me make sure that's we got the 3-0 Seattle Seahawks going to at the 1-2 Miami Dolphins. Who you picking in this one?
I'm going with Seattle. Russell Wilson, he's on fire. MVP numbers so far.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Seattle so far. Yep, Seattle.
I really think he's pushing to get that MVP, get his first MVP this season. I think there's a good chance he'll get it too. Honestly, I know it's early in the season; he can get injured. But I really feel like the NFL wants to get it to Russell Wilson this year, and I think he deserves it. He's been always really one of the top. He's been a top 5 quarterback every year coming in the league, essentially. Our next game, we got the 1-2 Los Angeles Chargers of Los Angeles going to the 2-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who are you picking in this one?
I'm going with Buccaneers. They finally get in their groove. Tom Brady needs to keep winning, you know.
Yeah,
so I'm going with the Buccaneers at home.
With that defense, I assume they'll have a lot of blitz. They'll put a lot of pressure on the young quarterback from the Chargers and Justin Herbert, and I'm picking Tom Brady and company. Our next game, we got the Baltimore's been picked 98% of the time. Baltimore Ravens with a record of 2-1 going to the at 1-2 Washington football team Redskins. In this one, I picked Baltimore with a huge bounce back. I think.
Yeah, me too. I'm picking Baltimore. I mean, I like to see Washington pulling out a lot of stuff. I don't think that's going to happen again.
As it looks like Chase Young's not going to play this week, I'd say Baltimore's top scoring team this week. I really think they're going to come out hot, which unfortunately has to be for Washington, which, I mean, this season I knew it'd be a long season anyways. We're just hoping to improve. The next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals with the record of 2-1 going to the at Carolina Panthers with a record of 1-2. This one I went with Arizona. Not much to say. Who do you pick in this one?
Yeah, me too, Arizona. I like their quarterback. He is fun to watch.
Yeah, he's really good. And Hopkins is questionable this week, but I still feel like even if Hopkins don't play, I still think Arizona's better than Panthers. Our next game, we got the 0-3 Minnesota Vikings, which really shocks me, but they're going to at Houston, who's 0-3 as well. So someone's going to get a win, or it could be another tie. I'm going to say the Minnesota Vikings get their first win this week. Kirk Cousins gets it.
Yeah, I agree. Minnesota, yep.
Okay, our next game, we got the New York Giants with a record of 0-3 going to the 2-1 Los Angeles Rams.
I'm going with the Rams. They looked pretty good last week, Rams.
Yeah, the Rams have looked pretty solid, and they actually should have probably beat the Bills there. They came after coming back like that. I thought that was a really good game. Our next game, this should be a pretty good game. We got the New England Patriots with a record of 2-1 going to 3-0 Kansas City. I'm picking Kansas City in this one.
I agree, Kansas City. Yep. This should be a very good game. This might be a preview of the AFC title game. Hopefully not, you know.
Yeah, hopefully not. I'm just not a Patriots fan. Especially without Tom Brady. It's just not the same. We got the Buffalo Bills with a record of 3-0 going to the Las Vegas Raiders with a record of 2-1. Who are you picking in this one?
I might go up Buffalo. Vegas is not a very good team. They got their bucket against Patriots last week, right?
Yeah, Patriots just ran on them, which was not their style, which definitely hurt them.
Yep.
I'm going to say Buffalo as well because I think Buffalo saw that, and I think Buffalo will run the ball a whole lot. Our next game, which is Sunday Night Football, unfortunately, we got the 0-2 Philadelphia Eagles, 0-2-1, and I wish it'd show the tie, it don't, versus the 2-1 San Francisco 49ers. Who are you picking in this one?
I'm going with the Niners. I know they all busted up, but they beat the crap out of they beat the crap out of the Giants with a third-string quarterback. That's kind of sad, but it happens in football, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles get their first win of the season. I feel like Carson Wentz going to have a bounce back after a couple really shady weeks. But their offensive line's terrible, which I hate Philadelphia, so to me it's pretty awesome seeing them suck. But their offensive line, they have no weapons right now. But I'm still going to get them to upset the 49ers. Monday Night Football, we got the Atlanta Falcons, who are 0-3, who's blown 3 games, I've had the lead in all 3 games, and they've blown it. Big leads. That is just ridiculous. Versus the 3-0 Green Bay Packers. Who are you picking on Monday Night Football?
I'm going the Packers hands down.
Yeah, I'm predicting Atlanta does get a lead in this game, and Atlanta will blow it again.
Yep.
Which I hate because Atlanta's been really good this season, but they've had 3 major. I mean, they should have beat the Cowboys, they should have beat the Bears, and they should have beat. Well, no, against the Saints or against the Seahawks, they did have a lead early, but that's it. I'm going Green Bay as well in this one. Which game are you most excited about this weekend? Not counting the Bears.
Okay, let me see here.
Hold on one second. One second.
Probably Monday Night Football. I mean, it looks okay. The Kansas City game and the Bears game. That's it. And then the other ones are just falling into place,
Yeah, I agree. I think Cleveland and Dallas is going to be a shockingly pretty good game. I think Cleveland or Cincinnati and Jacksonville will be pretty good. Kansas City and New England, I'd like to see how Cam can do against Kansas City. But yeah, I mean Lamar actually did run pretty decent on him. He just didn't get many opportunities. They didn't let him.
Nope.
Yeah, this is not the best week of football games, but it should be a fun weekend though. Never.
So what do you before I let you go, what do you think about that stupid tie? That really messed my picks up in yours too. Again, like was it last year? It happened 2 or 2 years ago already.
Well, it was a fun little fact, a fun story. I've been to one tie my whole life. I've went to a game that was a tie. And it was the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Cincinnati Bengals in week 7 or 8 of that season.
Really?
Yeah, I was at the tie. And that was the last tie for the longest time. And, until they made the new rule. And then, like, the last game of the season, one of them was a tie before they got, the field goal rule and stuff.
Yep.
So, I was hoping they'd get rid of ties and I'd see the last ever tie. But nope, they said they kept ties. And so that's kind of funny. It's like been 10 years ago. It's 2008 or so. It's been a little longer than that. But yeah, I saw a tie person. But
last year they had ties last year too. Remember when we did our NFL picks and messed our picks up last year too.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I wish they'd get rid of it. But That's all I pretty much got. Look forward to some good games this weekend.
Okay, have a good one, everybody. Good luck with your picks. Woo, go Bears!
Hail to the Reds. Yeah, Washington football team.